For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Hey guys, my name is Michael, and today, as you can see, we are playing Red Dead Redemption. Now, this is my favorite game of all time. I frankly haven't played any game that is better than this one. The overall gameplay and story and just the way you play the game, the way it progresses, I really love this game, man. And I played it a lot, man. But yeah, as you can see, I've got myself a capture card. That's something you can use to record gameplay from your consoles, in case you don't know. And I bought it cheap in Germany. So yeah, but let's get right into the game here. Let's go to the saloon, have ourselves a little drink, shall we? And I, of course, won't talk over the cutscenes.
Mr. Martin, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Alright, let's go. Also, I'm not going to talk over dialogue if it's dialogue that progresses the story. Just so you guys know. So,
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get it.
yeah, this will be very story driven, so you will only hear me talk when people aren't talking this
Take it
game.
easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
There goes the train.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
This is a beautiful sunset, man. Another reason why I love this game. The overall
Are you
geography.
planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Well, I'm not married.
Deal. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
But yeah, for a Western game, this map has a lot of variety. I mean, when you think a Western game, you think like prairies
you
and
ain't very
deserts.
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Alrighty. So here we are at Fort Mercer.
Yeah, yeah.
Fort Mercer.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Man, that's rude, man. But yeah, let's go talk to whoever we're going to talk to here. Let's just leave the horse here and get on our way. But yeah, like I said, man, when you think Western, you think like prairies and deserts. But this game, man, it's got mountains, it's got big forests, plains. Very beautiful game. So let's see what he has to say here.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, that's not good, man. That must hurt. By the way, I've only just set up this capture card, so if there are any bugs with the graphics or the audio, I'm sorry. The setup here is pretty weird. I use the Razer Ripsaw. I know people think that the Elgato or Elgato, however you pronounce it, is better. I think it is, but down when I was in Germany, the Razer is the only thing they had. I was looking for the Elgato, but I went with this instead. And the reason why I let's watch this first. I'm gonna explain afterwards. It's just gonna have to load. There's going to be a cutscene. Not gonna speak over that.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, that's a nice lady. But not quite a nice house, to be frank. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason why I bought it in Germany is because we have a very high VAT here in Denmark. I think that's what you call it. So down in Germany, things are cheaper. So we often go down there to buy stuff like candy and food. Well, not food that much, because food isn't really that much cheaper, but things like soda or electronics. So here in Denmark we have kind of a tradition to go down there a few times a year to just buy a lot of stuff, because it's a lot cheaper down there.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Well, let's giddy up then. By the way, I'm sorry that I haven't been made any. I haven't made
There's
any.
the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up.
I'm sorry that I haven't been making any Let's Plays lately,
Come
but
on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
I haven't even been real busy. I just haven't made anything, to be frank. I don't think I've had the energy, I think, to do it. I've just been doing a lot of other things during the vacation or holiday. Which my holiday's soon
To your
over.
right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Neither have I.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Grand Theft Stallion.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
That sounds true.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, the graphics are a bit
That's the barn over there.
dated.
Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
But the graphics are still very cool. I like the graphics.
Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
You just stay here,
Well,
horsey.
are we going inside?
Yeah, lady. Wait up, man.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Even more beautiful when you shoot at it.
Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Alright, let's get. Come on, lady, now you're the one who's slow. I want to shoot up some animals.
Yeah! Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Come on, boys.
Let's go.
Oops, that wasn't meant to happen.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the fun.
Come on, get.
Shot.
Blah.
Nice shooting.
Get the hell out of my lawn. Get. Damn animals.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow.
God
Get
darn
back on the
critters.
horse and see what else is going on.
Oops, sorry, I'm vandalizing your land.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, not a very great first impression with my shooting skills,
If it's
I know.
not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the
Damn
animals.
coyotes.
That's it! Damn coyotes! Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken coop.
No one's gonna take my chickens. Damn it. I can't shoot for shit right now.
That's a kill.
That coyote won't be back.
There we go.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come
Where's
on,
my
I'll
chicken?
show you the way to your room.
We ain't getting chicken stew.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Yeah, good night, Miss McFarland. Let me see, how are we on the time here? Alright then. So this was the first mission, the intro mission for Red Dead Redemption. I think I'm going to end this episode here. I don't know if if you guys want it to be longer. So I'm just gonna end it here at a 30-minute mark like always, and we'll see if I'm probably gonna make it 40 or 45 minutes in the other episodes. But for now, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.